What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back again with another Wrath of the Lich King Classic video. So today we don't have a gold farming video for you, but we have a video talking about bugs that are happening in the game itself, and I think it's a very important video to make just to highlight some of the problems with the game itself, and how it can be this broken this late into the expansion. I say late, but we're basically 3.5 weeks into the expansion now, which is not late at all, but the thing is, Blizzard have barely fixed a single one of these bugs ever since week 1, and these are bugs that have been found and reported on the beta several times, and it begs the question, why are they not fixing it? Have they completely abandoned working on the game, or are they simply focusing on phase 1, giving us phase 1, and then working on phase 2 without polishing phase 1? Either way, both Scott J and Goblin made videos on this as well, where they showcase some problems in the game itself, and Goblin also encouraged other creators to use his video and to build upon that one to showcase problems in the game itself. Basically, if we can showcase some bugs and make Blizzard more aware of these bugs, well, let's just put it this way, if we showcase bugs in the game, it makes the PR for the game bad, and they might have to do something to make the PR good, like fixing the bugs. So by us showcasing bugs in the game, it's a win-win for everyone if Blizzard fix them. So basically, showcase some bugs in the game, maybe it gets fixed, and then more players can decide to play the game, and the ones that are currently playing can have a better time playing the game. So some of these bugs are really annoying. We have raid boss bugs that are in Naxxramas. From Sapphiron, for example, we have a bug right there, and I found quite a few while questing myself, so I've been meaning to make this video since week 1. I've been putting together a list of problems and bugs that I've found throughout my leveling process, and by doing heroic dungeons, raids, and PvP, doing all these various things throughout leveling and at max level, I've been putting together a list. So I'll be going to be talking about that list today, and I wanted to keep this video for now because I wanted to give Blizzard time. So let's talk about this for a second, and I'll also just be giving you a quick intro to the Goblin video as well, that I'll be leaving a link to in the video description, so you can go and check that one out for further bugs as well. Now before that though, I want to tell you 2 things. Number 1, we have chocolate milk. We have a very good type of dark chocolate milk. I don't know why you care about that one, but I'm stoked AF. So yeah, that's number 1. Number 2, financial times are tough right now. The ad rates on YouTube could definitely be better, and I wanted to take this time to sponsor myself and let you know about my Wrath of the Lich King Classic Gold Guide. Also, there's some construction work going on outside, right outside my building, so every now and then you might hear something weird in the background. I apologize in advance, but we're not gonna let that stop us from making this video. Either way, let's just shout out the Gold Guide as well. So if you want to make gold in Classic WoW, in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, definitely consider checking this one out. This is a gold guide that I've made myself from scratch. It is a 110 pages PDF document about gold making. It contains gold farming, gold making strategies, professions, how to make gold with professions, investments as well, and even right now we have early access to my big investments video for phase 1 of Wrath Classic that you can get early access to by checking out the gold guide. So yeah, just check out the gold guide, and if you do decide to purchase it, you will get access to an exclusive gold making community, and in that community I release early access videos all the time, and also exclusive gold making info in that Discord server as well. So if you're into gold making, it's a very good place to be, and I already received several messages of people making their first 100k gold so far in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, thanks to that gold guide, which is a very wholesome comment to get, and I want to thank you guys so much for the support. It's been absolutely insane, and if you haven't checked it out already, then the link is down below. Either way, let's continue with the video. So I'm going to talk about the Goblin video first and showcase some bugs from his video in the background. So Goblin made a very good video on this, where he showcased some of the bugs in the game itself. Like for example, we have boss fights in Naxxramas that are very bugged. We have some boss fights in Naxxramas that are bugged, like Sapphiron for example doesn't fly into the air, and in some cases the ice walls don't even work either. You also have several bugs. For example, inside Wintergrasp you have a bug, random dismount in Storm Peaks that kill you if you fly too far up in the air. You have several fights in raids that are bugged, not only Sapphiron, but definitely Sapphiron is the worst one if you ask me. Like for example, right here, it doesn't fly up in the air, and in some cases the ice walls don't even work and you will get killed even if you stand behind them. So it's a very bad fight in general, and lots of bugs that were reported in the beta and the raid testing that should definitely be fixed. objects, and they haven't been. You also have PvP and class bugs, some classes that don't work as intended, or class and race abilities or combinations, and other various bugs. And for a exact breakdown, I would recommend going and watching his video on this subject, which you will find a link to down below in the video description. He did make one mistake though, and that is that he called Blizzard a multi-billion-dollar company, or a multi-million-dollar company, and I'm gonna go ahead and call them a multi-dollar company instead. And if you don't know the meme, then you simply don't know the meme, so don't bother correcting me on that correction. But the fact that a company like Blizzard can't fix these issues or these bugs, even when they are reported on the beta, does signify that they might deserve the reputation of a small indie company rather than the one of a multi-billion-dollar company. So over to my points then, and some of my bugs that I've found throughout my leveling process and just the weeks of playing WOTLK Classic so far. Number 1, if you're playing a Warlock, like I'm playing a Warlock right now in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, then Warlock pets are going down to 50% or 5% health after you use a flying mount. So basically you can fly up into the air, you can go back down again, and your pet will instantly lose half of its health, or even 95% of its health out of absolutely nowhere. This is an absolutely weird bug. It's really annoying to play with as well, so I basically tried to avoid flying as much as possible on my Warlock, because simply flying for 2 seconds would make my pet lose so much health, and I would have to use health funnel to give my demon health back every single time. It was very annoying and it kept happening pretty much every single time, so using a flying mount at any time throughout my leveling process was a real pain in the ass. Next up, I also played a druid. My first level 80 was a druid for gold farming purposes, and there's been a druid typhoon bug that makes your escape button not do anything. So if you use Typhoon every now and then, that might affect the escape button as well. So clicking escape doesn't do anything. So you're basically stuck inside the game, can't do shit, you have to do like a manual reload or an Alt F4 to exit the game. Next up, you also have a couple of very popular ones, for example the Battle for Undercity, which got a lot of people stuck in Undercity as well at the launch of the expansion, which was a very fun time indeed. Being stuck in Undercity, not being able to do anything, was definitely a good time. You also had the fact that the boat to Borean Tundra and Howling Fjord was not working as intended, and this one got remedied and fixed very quickly. But for example, if you jumped onto the first boat to Howling Fjord or Borean Tundra, you would be stuck in a perpetual non-stopping loop screen that just put you back into disconnect. You logged in, disconnect, log in, disconnect. So basically there's a non-stop loop of disconnects, and this happened for 1 entire hour. So I personally got stuck into this loop myself, and even though it was fixed for anyone who came back, because what they did was they put in an NPC, or they gave the dockmaster the option to teleport you. So basically you were reliant on having the information to not go onto the boat. If you went onto the boat, you would get stuck, so you had to use the dockmaster, and anyone who didn't use the dockmaster, well, you would be stuck on the boat. After about an hour though, I did get back into the game, but still, that was the worst hour of my life, or well, of the launch at least. It was so bad. I was so pumped for the launch, so I was pissed, dude. I was absolutely pissed during that disconnecting session. And if you were planning to get like Realm First or World First level 80, just imagine how bad it would feel to be 1 hour behind everyone else because of a disconnected bug that Blizzard couldn't fix from a 14-year-old game. They've been through this launch before, it definitely should have been better. Aside from that though, the launch itself was smooth, but that one bug really... well, it gave me a worse launch experience, and I think it did for anyone else who experienced the boat bug as well. Also, whenever you're looking for group, there's a bug where it will be stuck in a loading phase. So for example right here, if you click onto a group, and I don't know how the bug happens, but every now and then if you put yourself into a group like this, it would just list you, and then it wouldn't show anything right here, and it will be stuck on a perpetual loop of loading. So it will be loading all the time, you wouldn't find a single other group happening, and you couldn't edit the listing or anything. It will just be stuck in loading. This one still happens every now and then. I'm not sure exactly what triggers it, but it's a bug that I've been noticing every now and then myself, because I'm using this feature quite a lot when I'm doing heroic dungeons, right now the Headless Horseman as well, and it's just something that I've been noticing that is really annoying, and the only way to fix it is to entirely exit the game, exit the client, and then go back in. There's also several casting animations, or just animations in general, that are absolutely incomplete, from casting animations simply not happening on some mobs in the open world and inside raids, to for example Skadi, the dragon in Asgard Keep, thinking he doesn't have wings and is walking in the air. You also have a DK Rune Bug, so you can see that I'm playing on my DK alt right now, and I've been farming gold on this alt every now and then, and plus when I was leveling as well, there was a Rune Bug that happened, and I farmed gold yesterday. This bug is still happening, by the way, and it's super annoying. So basically sometimes when you're clicking your abilities too fast, your runes will bug out, so even if you have runes available, you will get an error message and not be able to use your abilities until your second runes recharge. So as an example here, for example, if you have a blood rune available, you know it's available and it's visually available on your screen, you will not be able to use it and it will tell you have no runes available. And then when your second blood rune is recharged, you now suddenly get to use both your heart strikes, so using 2 blood runes at the same time. So basically your rune is technically available, it is available, you know it's available, and it's visually available, but when you try using it, it says it's not available. This bug has been happening for 3 weeks now, it's still happening as of yesterday as well, so it's definitely still active and it's annoying as hell. Getting towards the end of this one rant video, there's one more bug I want to talk about. Well, it's several bugs, but all put into one category, and that is several bugs with questing that I've found while leveling up, especially when several people try to do the same quest, and I have various examples of this, but the one that comes to mind, and the most popular one that most will relate to, is the Suldrak Amphitheater quests, or the bugs, where it would spawn several bosses at once if several groups accepted the quest at the same time, which happened very often as people use the same add-ons with auto-accept features. So if you spam click the boss, it will be a lot of people starting the quest at the same time and spawning different bosses. Number 2, if your group didn't tag your specific boss, then sometimes you wouldn't get your quest complete. Number 3, sometimes you would get nobody in your group, even if like nobody in your group tagged the boss. Sometimes you would randomly get your quest completed by literally any boss dying, even if nobody in your group tagged the boss. I actually completed the entire Suldrak quest by accepting the quest and sitting on my fly mount, not in a group or anything, and I could just stand there and go AFK, and my quest would randomly get completed. I have no idea how this one happened. It was very weird, but hey, I'm getting free quests. And lastly, if too many people spoke to the quest NPC without a group, if too many people spoke to the quest NPC at the same time, he would get pissed and stop offering anyone any quests. He would basically spurg out, and if anyone opened a dialogue with him while he was spurged out, he would keep spurging out and not offer anyone literally any quests. So in this case, in theory, one troll could keep this NPC busy all day, so literally nobody could do their quest. It would be stuck on a perpetual loop of nothing happening. He would just be in a dialogue, and the only way to fix that was to not talk to him for 1 minute, and then he would offer the quest again. So yeah, that's basically it for my Solheim Talks video for today. I just wanted to talk about some of the bugs that I've found and compiled into a list. And once again, the reason why I waited so long to make this video was that I wanted to give Blizzard a chance to fix as many bugs as possible so I could scrap them from my list. So my list was initially way bigger as well, but these are the bugs that I know still are happening in the game. The Warlock Pet bug is still annoying, the Druid Typhoon bug is still annoying, the Battle from the City I do think has been fixed, but it was worth mentioning. The Boat to Borean Tundra and Howling Fjord was also very annoying, has been fixed with a semi-temporary solution, but it definitely works as of right now, and the boat itself works as well. The LFG bug still there, animations still there, DK Rune bug really annoying if you're playing in DK, especially if you're clicking your abilities too fast or farming dungeons or playing a DK in general. This one can be really annoying if you're raiding as well, and the reason why I wanted to make this video, in addition to for example Scotty and Meta Goblin, is that I'm focusing a lot on the casual side of things, while I think both of them are focusing more on the raiding aspects. So hopefully my video can be helpful to the general majority of the player base, whether you're raiding, PvPing, leveling up, doing casual content, whatever you're doing. Maybe you have found some of these bugs yourself, and if you have found even more bugs that I didn't mention in the video, please let me know in the comment section down below. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well, and subscribe for more Wrath videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace out, guys.